Catherine. Today, I have the pleasure of showing you Frank Lloyd Wright's Darwin Martin Complex. We're in the Conservatory. This building was originally built and designed in 1904 by Frank Lloyd Wright for Darwin Martin. It is a beautiful conservatory with plants and a beautiful statue of Nike behind me. It's a reproduction of the original Greek statue. But what I'd like to go over with you today is to talk about a planting, either inside or out, a garden or a landscape, or a whole bunch of orchids in your house that can be done with an emitter or drip system added for your watering. So, today we have beautiful ferns and peace lilies in our atrium, and I'm going to give you some close-ups at the end of the video on how this works in the automatic watering system. The basics are to have a large tube and have smaller tubes on that. Those tubes go into the plant either with a drip tube that drips at a nice slow even rate, or an emitter which gives a small fan-shaped pattern in the pot. The beauty of this is you can water a lot of plants in a short and efficient period of time. Now you could have this plumbed into a plumbing system as we have here at the Darwin Martin house, where we turn on valves in each one of the individual beds and the plants get water for as long as you leave the system on. Or an easier way at home, or in our greenhouses way back in the 70s, we would have a hose go down with the small tubes into the pots, and then all we would do is clip a hose on or screw a hose on and pressurize it like you're watering your garden. You can run it 5-10 minutes depending on how much water you want to give. So let's do some close-ups and I'll show you what we're doing in the Darwin Martin house. So let's take a look at some of the historic plants from 1904 that I brought back into the conservatory and how we water them. This is a Polypodium polysticum. It's a plant with these really cool roots. So take a look at how we have the emitters stuck in, and when we turn them on, the drips come out here and water it. One would think this plant would need a bigger pot. Look at all the roots coming out. But in nature, the roots grow on top. They don't necessarily grow in the soil. And to propagate them, you can just cut off a piece of root. So this smaller tube goes into our larger tube here, and you see we have tubes into each one of the plants. That's the basic system. You can buy the hose, you can buy the inserts, you can buy the tubes, you can buy the emitters or the drippers, and just set up your own system. It's inexpensive enough that you can do it in your garden or in your house or with your orchids or some specialty system. So let's take a look at some of the other historic plants that we have here in the Darwin Martin house. I'd like to show you another one of my favorite plants. This is called a white rabbit's foot. And what a beautiful plant. These white hairy roots and these beautiful lush. Now this is a great plant to be able to grow indoors because it has a thicker than the usual ferns, but look at how beautiful. This is one of my favorites. It's an elk's horn fern. And it grows very easily. We're used to ferns being difficult, but this one's an easy one. Our classic peace lily with its beautiful white blooms. It's a bog plant, so this is what I do to take care of it in this high light. Take a look. I have a saucer, and when it waters, this one needs so much water that I fill it with water. It's actually a bog plant in nature, and it stays healthier and happier if I keep it sitting in water. The other plant I'd like to show you that's another plant that was historic pictures of 1906. You can see these plants. It's a beautiful fern. Isn't it great? And then we brought in some ZZ plants and some alocasias.
Where's the alocasia?
Right here. Isn't that a great looking leaf? And we put big alocasias back in the back. Behind Nike, I put a nice simple row of sansevierias, the mother-in-law tongue. And then we have the classic palms. We have both Kentias and Majesties to give you that beautiful palm look. So I hope you've enjoyed your tour. Have a great day.